I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Studio TDES taught some Japanese lessons for beginners in Niseko this winter. It was basically for tourists and seasonal workers. It was a lot of fun and we met some really nice people. And our first student was a ski instructor from Vancouver in Canada called Rob. Rob spent the season here in Niseko. It was his first time in Japan, and the day before he left, he visited the studio to do an interview. I asked him why he decided to come to Niseko.
It's a bit of a long story, but short version is I met my boss on a level 3 instructor course in Whistler. He was taking the same course, and he offered me a job. So I thought, how often does an opportunity to work in Japan come up? So I took it.
Kia ora, in Stick News today, an American television program has been cancelled after 72 years. The Guinness Book of Records says Guiding Light is the longest-running drama in television and radio history. It started out as a radio serial in 1937 and moved to television in 1952. CBS has announced the show will be cancelled because of declining viewership. The last episode is set to air on the 18th of September. And that was Stick News for Monday, the 6th of April. Kia ora. How long have you been a ski instructor? When did you start skiing? So you can't remember how you learnt to ski? Why did you decide to become an instructor? How does being a guide work? So you race together? Is that a special race for blind skiers? Did that experience change your skiing? Has he been in the Olympics? Did you speak Japanese before you came here? How did you learn Japanese? What helped you the most? Have you learnt any other languages? What did you study at university? Have you worked in that field? What were you doing? Are there many Canadians in Niseko?
I've been doing it since my second year in uni, almost 5 years now. I was 3 years old. No, I don't. I do remember relearning how to ski, which was part of the level 1 instructor course. They basically took us back to the very beginning and started from there and put it all back together again in the way that they wanted it. One of my really good friends is a blind skier, and he asked me to become his guide in this racing program, and so I had to take a certification course for teaching disabled skiing to do that, and after that it just started to snowball from there. You just tell turn left, turn right, stop, is the basics of it. Try not to give too much detail other than, if it's a run's got a lot of moguls, you obviously gotta let the skier know about it. But if there's a lot of people around, generally it's not a good idea to say anything, just guide him around it, and as long as he doesn't know it's there, might as well not be. Yeah, so I ski in front, and when we're racing, I actually just have a little microphone. I just talk to him through the microphone, just constant noise over and over again, and he, without any directions, he just follows me, about 2 meters behind. It's not really special for blind skiers. Usually it's combined disabilities, those races. So, and they'll have different classes for different disabilities, ranging from sit skis 3 and 4 track skiers, blind skiers, and a bunch of other different disability classes. In fact, there's 3 disability classes for blind skiers alone based on how much vision they have. A little bit changed the way how I think about skiing, because it took it from being an automatic process to something that I had to convey to someone else. So it was no longer automatic doing that. Yes, but not the Winter Olympics. So 5-time medalist in Summer Olympics in swimming. When I got here, no. From you? Not quite. A little bit from you. A little bit from people I live with, and I was dating a Japanese girl. Quite a bit from her. And all of it sort of just started to snowball together, and now I can speak with broken sentences and understand a third of what people say. Well, maybe not a third. Maybe a quarter, but just when I'm walking around town or going to do things, I've got Japanese lessons on my iPod, and just listening to those when I'm on the go, and doing nothing else. It really helps. Theoretically, I learned French in high school. I don't know any French past. Oh, just a couple of phrases. None of them nice. Physics. No, I have worked in electrical engineering though. Not quite physics, but very related. Designing power supplies. No, not so many. My boss is Canadian, and I've met 2 or 3 other Canadians while I've been here, but no, there's not a lot.
True or false? Rob has been a ski instructor since he was 3. False. One of Rob's friends is a blind skier. True. Rob studied Japanese at university. False. He has worked in electrical engineering. True. Rob said there aren't many Canadians in Niseko. True. And that was the Daily Englisher. See you tomorrow. Bye.